Hope you're having an amazing day. Here I have the Creative Pebble X USB-C speakers with RGB lighting. It's not just getting a pretty looking pair of speakers, we have to see if the audio quality matches the looks of these Pebble X speakers as well. There are three ways which we can connect these speakers. First, we can use the USB Type-C that can connect to your computer. Second, we can use the 3.5mm aux in, and the cable is included. And third, we also get the latest release of Bluetooth 5.3, which is pretty amazing. In the front of the right speaker here, we have the volume knob and two buttons. First button is to enable Bluetooth connections, so you have to hold it about 2 seconds to go in Bluetooth pairing mode. But if you go ahead and press it quickly, it will just switch to a different audio input here. The second button is the RGB lighting. So if I go ahead and press it here, you can see it's rotating colors. And also we can go ahead and use the app if you wanted to switch out the colors and effects as well. So I'm just playing some audio here. I know you're not going to be able to get the full experience on your end here. But the great thing is, even in low volume or even at the max volume, these sound pretty great. And they're actually loud, especially when you have these hooked up with a 30-watt adapter, because they can go up to that 60-watt RMS there. So just keep that in mind. And even at full volume, there's no distortion, which is pretty great. So just so you can kind of get a rough idea of how loud the bass is on these. So I do have this frequency generator here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it a little bit higher. And you can definitely see the speakers moving now. So here at 48, definitely they're like shaking a little bit here. So when I was talking about the bass not being too loud, you can definitely see there is bass on these. It's just like not like getting a separate subwoofer bass type, but definitely they're able to deliver some good bass as well. So the Pebble X here comes with a dual 2.75-inch drivers. So one in the front and one in the back that you see here. At the back of the speakers, we also have two USB Type-C inputs. One is for the USB audio, USB power, and the other one is only for power. And the third input here is the 3.5mm. One thing that is missing, and also which prevents you from taking full advantage of these speakers here, is the power adapter, which isn't included. In case someone wants to use these speakers outside the PC, you're pretty much stuck. And I know most people do have a USB power adapter laying around, but I don't think many people have a 30-watt USB Type-C adapter laying around, because in order to get the 30-watt RMS or 60-watt peak, you will need a 30-watt or higher power adapter. Personally, I have these hooked up in my projector, which doesn't have a USB Type-C, and if I didn't have a 30-watt power adapter, I would have to purchase one separately, which should have been included here. When I was looking at these speakers on the website, they seemed pretty small, but in person they're fairly big, with a length of 5.48 inches and 5.19 height and a depth of 5.37 inches. One thing to also note, when connected to a PC via the USB Type-C cable, you're able to get 15-watt RMS and 30-watt peak. Just keep that in mind. Now let's go through the audio quality of these speakers. I think that's the whole point here. Usually I'm very impressed with Creative products, and I do use the original Creative Katana speakers after all of these years, and I love it. And by no means are these high-end speakers. You're getting what you're paying for. But with all that said, the Pebble X's sound great. Excellent audio clarity, and the high and mids are pretty great. Missing, I would say, is the bass. It's not bad by all means. If you're buying these speakers and are expecting to get a clear bass when you're listening to your music, that's not really gonna happen with these ones. A few things to consider. The second speaker will be wired here, as we see, to the first speaker here, and depending how you're placing these, it will limit you if you want to place them far apart from each other. But these are advertised as computer speakers, so I don't think you will face that issue. If you enjoyed watching this video, go ahead and click that subscribe button to stay up to date with new videos. Also, got a question about these speakers? Go ahead and leave a comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer it. I'll see you on the next video.